this as we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
No touch that. No touch.
They'll run with Burgess. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Steps away. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. This is Burgess, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even. Third and long coming up.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Hurts. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cardinal.
Diaz now throwing to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's Diaz on third down. Good here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
You look at this Eagle defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. It let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Keys, and they'll get this just to the 47.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 5. Looking to throw. Diaz. Short pass to Howard. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And here's a very low line drive. Almost whiffed on it.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
They go play action with Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Eagles had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were... Two straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He finds his man complete. It's Burgess. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This 2nd and 4. Carry here for Burgess. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
It's a big play in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burgess. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
That's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. That throw, Charles, from the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
63, 63, 63.
On first down, Burgess, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down, here's Hurts. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Get it! Lion! Ready!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready! 60 by 6.
Throwing is Diaz on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On the check.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Check mash. Check mash. Target, go!
Throwing again, Diaz. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Let's go now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
7 Pirates. Panther 11.
Back to throw again. That is caught. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Here we go. Start. Let go.
They'll run on first down. Keys. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Caught by Jones. There he goes left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he... A first down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On first down, Keys. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Diaz. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Come on.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Right back to him on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Hurts going to move him around. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush, and he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Cowboys 6, Eagles 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Diaz. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Okay, ready? Catch the Eagle!
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Ready? Cook it, my team!
Diaz on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Diaz. His throw incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting.
Here at night, but his 2nd drop indeed not a good look. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Diaz. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ready?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Good footwork at the 30. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down now, Camp. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get him done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now Diaz to throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Off play action. Diaz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They got 29 yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards.
Touchdown! A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Up the middle they go. It's Burgess. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
At the 36-yard line.
In motion right, that's Wilson. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. The man in motion is Brown. A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Wilson on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Throwing is Hurts. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Hurts. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Since 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 2nd down, Keys, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Okay,
the Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Diaz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street. Let go.
They'll run on 1st down. Camp. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
On the ready. ready.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a handoff up the middle. Keys. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything that went wrong in game 1, they took care of business with it in game 2.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Great.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 82 yards.
And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
They'll keep it on the ground. Keys, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's fielded at the 45. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Throw left side complete. That's Burgess. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. It's Burgess.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. They go play action with Hurts.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Great, set.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The offense on third down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Mozzie Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
Let's go now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 79 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Ready up. Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Ready. Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Cowboys, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
up.